Hey everyone, welcome to the Movie Throne Podcast. I'm your host, the one and only King freaking Kansas, going solo this weekend once again. The Admiral's on assignment, top secret project that he's working on there. He can't discuss it. I can't discuss it because I don't want it behind bars. Guys can see I'm still tackling my throat, dealing with a dry cough. So I apologize, guys, if my throat goes out or it's, all over the place, or if I do a cough, I do apologize in advance. But as you guys can see, it is March the 1st, Saturday morning, and the King is here to bring you news in the world of TV and movie entertainment your way. Yeah, the world does not stop, not even for the King. Yes, I got the beard growing on long here. Who knows how long that's going to last? I'll be clean shaven eventually when I feel up to it. But for the most part, don't gotta look pretty when I deliver the news, especially with this week's. There's so many things that went on, good and bad, in the world of TV and movie entertainment. A lot of loss, but I'll get into that. So anyways, I don't want to keep you guys long because my voice could give out at any time, and I want to be able to talk to you guys like how I should, without sounding like a person with a frog in his throat. Anyways, let's get going. Okay, guys, let's get into this week's hot topics, and man, there were a lot of them. The first thing I wanted to talk about is Andor Season 2. People have been waiting for this series to come about. I think the last one we saw was about a good almost 2 years ago, I want to say, honestly, on Disney+. Well, this one's coming out April 22nd. They managed to drop a teaser trailer on this particular hit Star Wars show, one of the few amongst the hundreds that they bring out that seem to fizzle. They start off good, but then they just kind of die. It was one of the good Star Wars series we got since the first season or two of The Mandalorian. This is the next best thing from all of them. The other one was kind of like flat. And I can honestly say I'm excited. Didn't know anything about the Star Wars lore, and I'm not going to continue or claim that I know what the hell is going on in the world of Star Wars. That's not my cup of tea. That's the Admirals and, of course, Doctor Movies himself. They're the Star Wars guys. Me, I'm just a movie guy. I watch anything. If it's good, it looks good, I'm going to give it a try. Unless it's a musical, and I'm a little bit biased on that because I don't like musicals too much. But for the most part, if it seems intriguing, I'll still watch it. But trust me, it's not my cup of tea to say, I'm going to go see that musical. It's not going to happen. Just like Wicked, never was interested in it, even though I heard great things in there. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean the movie's not good or vice versa. All own personal thing, but for me, not my cup of tea. But I watched the teaser trailer of Andor Season 2, and what I saw was very promising. A lot like what we got in Season 1. It continues the storyline. You got new players showing up. You got the normal cast. Oh my God. Andor Cassian, I think that's his name, if I'm not mistaken, right, guys? Because it's been a while. He's back at it. It's continuing the story. You see the Death Star. You see little glimpses of everything. Enough to blow your mind away and enough to get you excited again for Star Wars. And I'm telling you right now, the Admiral has not stopped talking in the King's ear about Andor, and he can't wait to see Andor in April, and I'm glad for him. I'm glad for all the Star Wars people. We need something. We need a good hit. We need Star Wars to get good vibes again, to go in the right direction, because we still haven't seen a movie in the last, oh my God, I want to say 3 to 5 years. It's been since the Rise of Skywalker, that fiasco that everybody's crying about there. But loved what I saw. I don't know. You guys let the King know in the comment section. Do you Star Wars fans like what you saw? What's your anticipation levels? Are they like mine? Are they through the roof? Either way, I want to know. Go in the comment section below. That's my trailer reaction or talk on Andor. It's just a little trailer. Geez, I call it little. For me, it has to be 3 minutes or more. But you know what? I'm glad they didn't, because I don't want them to ruin it. I can't wait for it to kick off in April. And I think that's one of the episodes or series that the Admiral and I will probably do a weekly review here on the podcast. So tune in for that. I can't wait to jump into that. All right, enough of that. Let's go to the next topic. Okay, guys? You guys know, I think the last several weeks, there's always been some sort of a news on the live action He-Man, Masters of the Universe film, directed by, of course, Travis Knight, who brought us Bumblebee, Kubo and the Two Strings. I can go on. And like I said, we got casting news. We got a recent Prince Adam. You guys saw that buff pink shirt that he was wearing with, we don't know if he was padded or no padded underneath. We don't know what the situation is, because when they first casted Nicholas Gallatin, hope I pronounced that right, in the lead role of Prince Adam / He-Man, we're like, that dude's small. How is he going to get, we should know better. Well, our answers are, our prayers have been answered. Let's just say that, especially if you're a He-Man fan. He actually released, with director's help, I guess. This is just a simple picture. I'll have it at the bottom of the screen or whatever, of him posing with the power sword. And I can honestly say, it looks good from what we saw. Like I said, photos are different. How's he look in the trailer? That's what I'm dying for. But it's coming out in 2026. It looks good. That photo, I'm excited. I'm excited for all the He-Man fans. Watch He-Man when I was a kid. Transformers was my number one jam, but He-Man was a close number two. If I had to say if anything else was, of course, Thundercats. We're getting that too. I can't wait eventually. Work on it, guys. Anyways, but based on the set photos recently, casting news, the director, the buzz about it, I'm excited. I'm very excited about what I saw, but it's very promising, and it puts me at ease that, hey, he's taking the role seriously. The director's taking it seriously, because has the gauntlets on his arm. The sword looks amazing. It doesn't look altered, cheesy, or anything. It looks badass, pardon my language, but I like what I saw. I'm pretty sure the Admiral did too. Either way, let me know in the comment section below. All right, guys, the next hot topic that I wanted to cover, speaking about set photos and stuff, is Green Lantern. There's a live-action TV series that's coming with James Gunn in the new DCU universe, starring, I want to get this right, Kyle Chandler, Friday Night Lights, Coach. Then you got Aaron Pierce. So they're playing Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, and it just has them basically walking on a highway somewhere, and you can see him holding a ring. And that's all we got. And people are going nuts over it. Me, I'm not going so nuts. It's just a set photo. It's just them walking down the street. I want to hear the dialogue. I want to hear everything about it. But yeah, I'm excited. Like both actors, I can't wait to see where they're going to go with this whole Green Lantern series, how this is going to tie up to the big universe with Superman and Supergirl and all that stuff. But what I'm seeing is promising for the DCU. It looks like it's headed in the right direction. They're building a proper foundation so we can all get excited and move forward. If it's anything like what we got with Peacemaker, but this is a more, well-known IP for people, I think we're in for some goodness. I'm not going to say greatness, some goodness. I want to see a trailer. Like I always say, photos are great. Still images, whatever. How's it going to look in real time is what I want to see. And what I saw, I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm glad they're releasing these little promos to get us a little excited ahead of trailers and stuff and of the actors participating. But it looks like they're both, serious about their roles. Let's just say that. Okay. Enough of that. The next thing I wanted to talk about, guys, on a serious note, I know there's been, casting news. I want to do casting news first. Okay, I'm not an animation person. You guys know this. Very rare do I get excited to watch something in the theater or when it comes home on streaming or whatever. Usually it's on the recommendation by people who know me. King, check this out. Like Hurricane, pleasantly surprised. Had no clue what the hell it was about. Video game, non-based, whatever. Didn't care. They said, King, check it out. I know you're not an animation guy, especially with this new computer graphics, 3D stuff. Just like Spider-Verse, same thing. I wasn't too keen on it. But when it's done well, it impressed. Just like TF1, Transformers 1, that blew my mind. That was excellent, So they said, what, King? I was never a big fan. I'm going to tell you guys straight up, I haven't seen not even one from beginning to end Shrek movie, period. I know my Canadian boy, Michael Myers there, Eddie Murphy, and a whole bunch of well-known actors, Charlize Theron. Is it Charlize Theron? Yeah, I think she's in. She plays Fiona or something. I don't know. Either way, wasn't my cup of tea. I could care less. And when I, saw who they're casting now, like that's something. I don't know if it's a thing. I know this is the fifth movie they're working on after how many years? Well, the casting news that I'm referring to, guys, is apparently Zendaya's been added to the cast or for the film to play. I think she's playing Shrek's daughter in it. What do I think about it? Honestly, to me it doesn't matter because I'm not a Shrek fan. I never watched it, whatever. But I can only imagine for a lot of people, it's going to bring more eyeballs to the new film that's coming out. Anticipation to see the relationship between this character and what she's going to bring and how she's going to react with Donkey and whoever else is a part of the, cast of characters there. It brings more, I guess, credibility or seriousness to the film. Not that there wasn't one in the beginning, but for a person like me who had no clue or didn't watch Shrek 1, 2, whatever the hell, like, okay, Zendaya now, she's joining this. So maybe, it's going to draw some extra people who would not normally give this the light of day, like the King, to go watch it. And to me, I think it's a big win for them because you're adding another well-established actress who's proven herself over and over in the roles she's taken, live action and even animated. And to join now the cast of this, I think it's going to boost it, in my personal opinion. I think it's going to bring extra people to watch it. And people are going to get excited. Me, I could care less, but it's something major that I had to mention because there are Shrek fans there. Just because I'm not a fan doesn't mean there's no other fans out there. Or if people like Shrek and I don't like Shrek, that Shrek shouldn't exist. Shrek's a big deal. Fifth movie. It's going to get in theaters. Zendaya's now casted a part of the cast with Eddie Murphy and stuff. So there has to be something there, some validity to the success based on box office for them to do another film or to consider another film. And, it's good news for them. For me, it's not my cup of tea, but again, it might be yours. So I don't know. Let me know. Are you excited about the possibilities of Zendaya playing Shrek's daughter? I didn't even know you had a daughter. I don't know. Let me know either way. Should the King even watch Shrek? I don't know. I don't even have any interest in it. I don't know. Just not my cup of tea. I don't know if the animation threw me off at the beginning, but you never know. I'll say never. But it's one of those things that, hey, maybe if I watch the first one, I might get hooked like all you guys are. Anyways, enough of that. Now, let's get into some sad news, guys. It's been a wacky, weird last 3 to 5 days, man. A lot of passing in the world of TV and movie entertainment, guys. We lost several celebrities this week. And usually I don't talk about deaths and stuff, but, I got to do justice to them in their memory and the joy that they brought millions of their fans, even though I didn't follow them or I didn't watch them as much or whatever, whatever. You guys might even know who the hell they are either, but I had to do honor and mention their names. Early in the week, we lost producer. Let's see if I get this right. I want to pronounce these guys' names right. We lost producer, what's his name? Roberto Orsi. He did a lot of the writing for Transformers and all the little TV shows and stuff like that we know of. He passed away at the age of 51. So a young guy. I think he was battling some sort of, I don't know, I don't want to misstep, whatever. He was battling something seriously. And he lost his battle. And he literally, that's what kicked off the week. He passed away. And then it was followed by a young actress, which kind of threw me for a little thing. Because I never watched Buffy, with Sarah Michelle Gellar and all that. That wasn't my cup of tea. It was too teenagey. I didn't even watch the original film that came out, out originally, and then they based the series on there. But it did well. Apparently, actress Michelle Trachtenberg, she's 39. She passed away not 3-4 days ago, and she was, Buffy. She played Buffy's sister, and she played in a whole bunch of other films you guys can watch from Gossip Girl TV series, and I can go on and on. A lot of heartfelt comments that you've seen online, like such a wonderful talent. Very serious, guys, and I don't know what contributed to death or anything like that, but there was a little bit of some body shaming and all that stuff there, that she was too skinny and she kind of like defended herself. She found that a little offensive, and she was a little upset by it. That, you know what, I'm 39, guys. I'm not 20 something like I used to be with, a little extra, pounds on me or baby fat or whatever she quote. I don't want to misquote her either and put words in her mouth or me to kind of spew stuff, because I could care less. It's always about the person, guys. You got to remember that you throw these insults and stuff, that there are people behind, what you see in front of you, right? And yeah, you know what? People go through different changes in their lives, ups and downs. You don't know what they're dealing with and stuff like that. And, it's another mystery of why so sudden. They found her in an apartment in New York City, I think, 39 years old. When you hear somebody under the age of, or around, under the age of 60, they're young in my personal opinion, like, whoa, they still had so much more to offer life, to live and all that. We lost a lot of it, but that would kind of like the 1-2 punch. And then the last one that I wanted to mention, guys, because I don't want to send this doom and gloom ride, is Gene Hackman. Not even 2-3 days ago, I think it was this past Wednesday, they found him, his wife, and the dog lifeless in the house. They're investigating it. Apparently, from what I saw on TV recently, just yesterday, it would even say, is that the maintenance person discovered them in the house, and they were all in separate rooms and all that. They're trying to figure out, when, because they've been there for a while and all that stuff. So they're going to get to the bottom of it. I'm not Mr. 15 minutes of fame and, nosy and whatever, but it's sad. The only thing I could say about Gene Hackman, his wife was 61 years old. She was a pianist, well known and, in her profession. He was 95 years old. And Gene Hackman, if you guys don't know Gene Hackman, I don't know what to tell you. He played in Unforgiven. He played Lex Luthor in the original Christopher Reeve Superman films. And he's played in a whole bunch of other stuff that you guys can look him up and whatever. And he kind of had to step away for health reasons. About, I want to say 10 years ago, he wanted to take it easy and just settle in New Mexico or whatever it is with his wife and his dog. And it's kind of upsetting when an actor goes out a certain way. You don't know what the circumstances are, and that something's really not sinister, but really off when the dog as well has passed. You're like, very weird. It's either, wife and husband, or if something, it's just, crazy along that lines. I don't want to speculate and get into that, but yeah, man, like, to lose somebody like that, you're like, okay, yeah, it is tragic, but he made it to 95. He lived a full life, and we don't know the circumstances. I don't want to, whatever, but either way, it's a big loss. The movie, TV, and entertainment industry, losing those three particular people was a big loss, and they'll be forever missed, but always remembered. And they left a legacy of, either TV shows that they've been a part of or movies that we can follow for years to come and down the road. And they were all good people from what I heard and know of. And it was worth mentioning here. And sorry if I brought the tone down of the show, but it was important for me to mention that because a lot of us grew up with these actors and people in our lives, whether you're in your 40s, or 30s, or even your 60s or 70s. Hackman started way back when in the 60s when the king wasn't even around. So it's just to acknowledge them. It's a good thing to do. And remember them. Take time to remember. And remember, their deaths, to me personally, are not a 15-minute story that we can just keep on going on and on. At the end of the day, there's families that are going to miss their loved ones. Just keep your respect. Let them have their privacy to grieve, mourn, and all that stuff. And do the honorable thing, but not being too much nosy and respectful, personally, okay? Anyways, guys, I just wanted to mention that. My condolences to all families involved, friends, family, you name it, the works. We'll miss them dearly. Okay, the one final two things I wanted to mention is, yes, you guys know this. I said it from day one on my channel. I do not care about award ceremonies or shows or anything. Whether it's the Golden Globes or whatever. Well, guess what's this Sunday? What's tomorrow? The Oscars. And it's hosted by Conan O'Brien. I really don't care. For me, it's for the Hollywood people to give themselves a pat on the back and award themselves for films that are good to certain people, but not to others. And like I said, it's personal preference. That's why when I hear that the movie of the year went to this, and you're like, and so many times you feel like they got it wrong based on what you believe. So for me, that's why I don't believe in them, because what you might consider a good movie, someone else might not, and vice versa. And it seems like it's a select group that votes for a particular film. Let everybody vote, whether you're an actor, fan, or whatever. That's how you should decide it. And what is it based on? Acting? Money? What is it? Box office? That's what I'm saying. The criteria is so murky. You just don't know. Is it something that there's something that's going on in the world, like a fad or a trend that everybody all of a sudden gravitates towards, and then they become the winner, meaning the film on the right, which totally deserved what it should have got, the accolades and stuff, are passed by. Goes with the award shows for music and all that. I don't care. I care about if I'm entertained, can I watch it, all that stuff. It's personal preference. That's why, will I be watching the Oscars? I don't know. If I'm bored and not doing anything on a Sunday, maybe. Depends on how I feel. But Conan O'Brien, I'll watch that guy do anything, because we'll probably want to watch his monologue. I don't care who wins. It's just more of the celebrities there and who you see that you enjoy on the screen. That's more than what I'll probably be tuning in, more than the awards. Sorry, if you find that lame, all to you. You love the Oscars, good for you. For the king, it's not my cup of tea. I don't know how the Admiral feels and all that stuff, but that's, up to him. But me personally, I don't care. But just want to let you guys know, just in case, because you do come to us sometimes. Hey, you're a movie fan? The Oscars are on this Sunday. And what I care about is another little thing, which a lot of people don't care about because they think it's fake. It's this. I don't care what anybody says. It's not fake. The outcomes might be predetermined sometime. What the hell is the king referring to? He's referring to wrestling, in particular, WWE World Wrestling Entertainment. The Elimination Chamber is being held today from my hometown of Toronto, Canada, Ontario, Canada. So that's going on. It's John Cena's on his last tour, so he's involved in the matches there. It's going to be amazing. Celebrities, you name it, the works. If you're a wrestling fan, this is one of the biggest pay-per-views to watch until you get to WrestleMania. It's the road to WrestleMania, because the winner of these things fight for the titles at WrestleMania. They're to host the main event, in a sense, on particular days, And I think this year it's 2 nights in Las Vegas, if I'm not mistaken. So either way, it's going to be interesting. You don't know who's going to show up and whatever. Yes, it's fake in a sense. It's only scripted. But when they get hurt, they get hurt. That's them jumping. So not only they're actors, they're stunt people, they're everything else. They're entertainers. So, I don't know. You guys haven't seen wrestling. You kind of rolled your eyes, whatever. That's up to you. Check it out for yourselves. Give it a try before you roll your eyes, because there's a reason why Netflix picked it up and put it on their thing and made a deal with them. Because it is, after all, sports entertainment. You got Rock, Cena, who are both actors now and all that for a while, and being good at it in a sense, Rock, The Rock. I'm going to tell you about Dwayne Johnson. But anyways, that's what I wanted to mention to you guys before I move to the next segment of the podcast, which is reviews. Okay. This week's reviews, there's only going to be one review that I pretty much am going to say, because I watch a lot of documentaries, guys, but I don't want to bore you guys to death with them. The one review that I have to say that I'm going to cover this week, because it's going to get a lot packed starting next week when I get to the main topic in a second. Reacher Season 3 drop. Couple weeks, February 20th. We're already 2 weeks in. They dropped 3 episodes. We covered the one here on our channel. I did a reaction and stuff. Episode 4 dropped this week. That's what I'm going to cover this week here. Admiral and stuff like that. All I'm going to say about the other 2 episodes, guys, 2 and 3, wow. The first one hooked you. The other 2, you're on the line. They got you until the end. And I'm telling you right now, the series gets better episode after episode. I can't believe I'm honest to saying that. I'm so excited to still watch Reacher after, going into the 3rd season, because you're like, okay, how much is he going to beat the hell out of people and get himself out of jams and stuff and make it interesting? And this time, guys, I'm telling you right now, they're doing it. There's something about Alan Richardson in the lead role. Sometimes people are just born to play a particular actor. And, just on his skill sets as an actor, it fits him. And when he's on screen, you watch the man. And not because he's big. It's just the mannerisms and how he acts. And I don't know. It's just everything about him that makes you like, okay, what's he gonna do next? What's he gonna come across? It's kind of like a mixture to me. What I believe is like MacGyver and I don't know, the Transporter put together, but it's well done. I think it's going to be another 9 to 10 episode season, and episode 4 dropped. It was called Dominique. If you guys have been following the series, there's going to be spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, don't watch this portion. I'm going to put the spoiler thing on the screen. The FBI agent that he comes across, what's her name? Because I always, Duffy. They're after this guy called Quinn because he's wondering why did he decide to help him and go after this Quinn guy. So what's the connection between Quinn and himself? So in this episode, he did a flashback show that it talks about Dominique. I think her name was Colson or Cole, whatever. I can't even remember. Dominique was the young girl that he befriended when he was in charge of his, group there. And she was very smart. She grew on him. He worked with her. They were working a big case with this Quinn guy. They were trying to bring down someone who's working within the government and, whatever. And they did so. She was so smart. She thought on the same wavelength. She was very young, maybe, I want to say 20 years old, very intelligent, spoke to him in all levels. He loved working with her. He wanted to help her out to the point it was almost kind of like an older brother, sister kind of relationship. And, he was trying to teach her what he learned, what works, what not, how to protect herself, because she is a woman. Sorry. Women are looked at differently in the military back then, and even probably still today. Not speaking from experience, but from what I saw and what people are telling the king off camera, and you can see it on social media and everywhere. If you're blind, that's your problem. But yeah, like he wanted her to get the credit because if it's him, she was writing his coattails and all this stuff to figure this out. And I'm telling you, man, the action is nonstop. The way he goes into it, he's reluctant to say his story, but he does. And then, of course, there's from flash forwards, of course, that, he's in the now and he's dealing with the guy who he's working for. You find out he's the number 2 now from what the events have happened in the last couple episodes. He's kind of teaching his kid how to defend himself a little bit. He's meeting up with the FBI agent, kind of like working around the corners and covering his tracks as best as he can without, revealing who he's working for and what's his true agenda, right? He's befriending one of the wait staff in the kitchen. I don't know if there's going to be something going on there, but she kind of has a liking to him, brought him clothes and stuff like that to change and whatever, so he can look proper. He's out now. It left us basically of the FBI agent, Duffy, and her partner carrying the laptop of the person who they whacked off. Angel something his name is. I can't even remember his name. But anyways, they're tracking the thing. And for some reason, they're taking the laptop to location to track and see if they can find some information. But the mob boss that he works for has discovered, hey, someone took his laptop and it's at this location. So he sent 3 of his goons there ahead of Reacher. Reacher finds us later. So now those people are there to ambush him and take out the problem while he's now driving, being told, hey, go help them and finish the job. So we don't even know if he's going to make it on time and if they're going to get ambushed and who's going to get shot. So I'm thinking something's going to go down major and one of them's going to bite the bullet. And I'm thinking it's going to be our partner, the old Latino guy. I can't remember his name, but he's an amazing actor. He's so mellow, but at the same time, he's her tech guy. Find a little bit of backstory of how she got the girl that she's looking for involved based on what he's trying to teach you. Well, anyways, to make a long story short, the first guy that you see in the thing, the guy Quinn, is pretty much the guy he's after in this one. Apparently, he has sent the girl to, hey, this is your case. I want you to get credit. Go arrest them, bring them in and whatever. And things go sideways. She should have been back at a certain amount of time, and she wasn't, and he gets worried. So he ends up going to where he thinks she might be, gets the information, makes it. He sees her strung up, beaten to death, pretty much, and he confronts this loser, Quinn, and he said, oh, no, she was trying to backstab me. You don't know what's going on. We were working together and stuff like that. And he basically asked her, okay, if that's true, what's your first name? And he didn't have an answer to that. So he pulls the gun, he pulls it or whatever, gets him, manages to take him down, and then walks him to a cliff, water below, takes out his gun that belongs to the guy, and he says something stupid, and he literally shoots him right in the head, and he falls over, and that's all you see. Disappeared. And he thought after all this time he's got rid of this problem, blah, blah, blah. No, he's still alive, and it could be this guy who his current boss that he's supposedly working for is now working for and trying to see what's going on there. They were trying to embezzle secrets for the government stuff. That's what he was doing earlier. So he kind of like got taken back by that, and he's now after him. So he kind of explained that, and that's when she reveals, Duffy, to him of what she did to this girl, that she was in trouble, she'll help her with her court and keep her out of jail if she does this for her and all this stuff. So now she has some guilt. That's why she's so active in this thing, and she could be throwing her career away just to make sure that this girl that she did whatever to survives, right? So anyways, so that goes on, and it ends pretty much like that. And I'm like, man, where the hell is this gonna go? Like, could it get any much worse? Like, something happens and he tries to bail himself out, and then something else happens, and then this happens, and there's so many factors. It's like a roller coaster ride of emotions. Like the second and third episode, wow, like it's getting better and better, and then to get this kind of like flashback, it's going to be pretty cool. I want to see what's going on next, because now there's going to be a 50th anniversary or 50th birthday party for him, and I want to see if he gets recognized now, and if this Quinn guy or whatever his name is shows up and calls him out, and then he's going to be in trouble, and then he's going to have his team members that he's kind of kept out. Are they going to come out and bail him out and help him out? Are the two FBI whatever agents are going to get zapped being ambushed? Is he going to make it in time? Is he going to kill them? And now he's going to have to explain his way out of that to the boss that he's working. I'm telling you, there's so many different ways it can go and go sideways. It's left you on your feet, and I never thought that we could do that in season 3, because I thought season 2 was like phenomenal. 1 was pretty good with his brother, but 2? Are you kidding me? That's what I have to say about that. Anyways, you guys let the king know below. So that's my official Reacher season 3, episode 4 review. Go check it out for yourself. Come in the comment section below. Tell me your thoughts. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Is this the favorite season for you? Either way, I want to know. Go down below. Okay, guys. That's enough with the reviews. The next one is a main topic. You guys can see our thumbnail. You're not blind. I don't think you're blind. There's a little show that's coming out on Disney Plus that everybody's been waiting for, literally probably for the last 6 to 7 years, I would say. A little show called Daredevil, but it's coming back called Daredevil Born Again. And after tweaking, reshoots, starting from scratch, delays, you name it, the works, all the original cast has been brought by Kevin Feige back from, what's his name? From Charlie Cox, Vincent D'Onofrio, John Barenthal Punisher. You got Deborah Ann Woll, and Eldon Hansen, I think his name is, Foggy. They brought the original cast members back and decided to create, hopefully, what we all think as TV magic. You guys saw these guys in the 3 amazing seasons on Netflix. We were worried that Disney was going to kind of like fray away from it, like change a little few things and just, take the actors, but kind of really water it down. Where apparently the weight or the fear is really over. First reactions have been so damn positive that it's left this guy very excited, and I think she left you guys excited too. They said that if you're a fan of the Netflix series, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. It picks up where it left off 5 years ago with Charlie Cox's character, Matt Murdock, and of course Vincent D'Onofrio, which is now the mayor in New York, butting heads and tackling another threat. And there's like several threats in there, whether it's Bullseye coming, new character Bullseye coming back. I'm telling you, there's so many different factors and different actors, not only with the original cast in this thing, that it's whack. And we're going to get the first 2 episodes on March 4th. And then the schedule like that, it's a weird schedule. From March 11th to basically March 18th. So the next 2 weeks, we're going to get 1-1. Then I think the last week of March, the 25th, we're going to get 5 and 6. Then come back with 1-1-1. I think there's going to be 9 episodes. Originally, there was supposed to be 18, which I don't care. 9 episodes done well. And from what I gather, it's like 40-something to 50-something minutes. So it's going to be quite decent. And from what the reviewers, the people coming out and watching the first 2 episodes, saying that it's like what we got before. Dialogue and kick butt choreographed action, which I'm happy to hear. The reviews are all good. And I'm telling you right now, this can be probably one of Disney Plus's huge success since WandaVision, my personal opinion. And to get the original cast, and they're sticking to what they did that made work in Netflix and brought it here, phenomenal. I'm so damn excited. I'm so hyped up now. I can't wait to cover week-to-week coverage on our podcast and bring you guys my thoughts and reaction on the episode. And don't be surprised if you guys see every single week there'll be a reaction video. As soon as I watch it, I'll give you my reaction right away. Maybe not, but we'll see. Probably 50-50 chance. Okay, guys? King does whatever he wants on the channel. Anyways, but I'm so excited to hear that. I'm excited that it's the Kingpin that we got before. The Admiral, I don't think he's going to be watching this, to tell you the truth, because it's a little too violent. He's been through a lot in his life, fighting wars on the war front. Anyways, he does it. He wants peace. He wants peace right now. But the King, he'll take anything. Serve it on a platter. He'll eat it. Spoon feed me it. I'm there. I can't wait. I'm just excited that they decided to do that. I'd give us a watered down whatever. And on top of that, guys, there's been talks or speculation, but I think it's been kind of like almost formally announced now that John Barenthal, who plays the Punisher, he's going to be getting a special that's going to be coming out sometime in 2026. That he's going to be very strictly involved. He's going to have his hands in it. I hope it's going to be R-rated like Daredevil is going to be. And that's coming out. And I'm glad it's going to be a special. And they're going to do, they can do one every 2-3 years if they want with the Punisher. And he keeps them around because he loves playing the Punisher. And we love him as the Punisher. I can't wait to see when that does happen in 2026. And it's going to be around the time we get Daredevil, I guess, Born Again Season 2. I don't know if they're going to call it Born Again, but Season 2. But either way, to me, this is Season 4, even though it's the first season, according to Disney. Pardon me, guys. I'm just excited to get it, guys. You guys let me know in the comments section. Are you excited like me? Are you looking forward to it? It's coming next week. Not even 5 or 6 days away on Disney Plus. I'll be there to watch it, and I'll be dropping my reaction and, of course, covering it every single week moving forward for the next couple of months and letting you guys know exactly what I want. And then, of course, Andor's coming in April, whatever. Either way, Disney's going to be knocking out of the park, and I can't wait for the other movies and whatever as well. So that's my main topic for this week, guys. But either way, let me know. Like, share, and subscribe in the comment section. Don't forget to check out our reactions that we're dropping, reviews that we'll drop during these videos, unboxing videos, whatever. Yes, and I heard you guys, hey, King, when are you going to bring another, throne figure archive video out? Guys, when the King feels better in his throat, who knows, maybe as this video, and I haven't done it yet, maybe I'll post something the Friday, or maybe the Friday after. Either way, I'm going to get back on that when the King's a little bit more healthier to do so. And if I have time, don't be surprised that you see something the day before this up. If not, it'll be in the near future, I promise, starting March, perhaps even in April, because King's getting his life a little bit together, needs to get clean shaven and stuff like that, and get organized, and most importantly, get healthy and get my voice back. But either way, don't worry. And yes, the Admiral shall return back on our channel. Might not be next week, but the week after that, because things are going to start to heat up, man. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff to watch, and he's excited, loves Reacher. Guys, go in the comment section below. Comment on any of the stuff that we talked or discussed in this podcast episode, and even on stuff that you thought, hey, King, you missed out on this. What do you think of this? I'll go in the comment section. I don't need my voice for that. I'll give you guys my honest opinion in the comment section below. You make the time and effort and keep it clean and respectful. The King will do the same likewise. And I want to, say thank you to all the fans for all your support from Australia, the United Kingdom, Canada, the U.S., yes, even the USA. Thank you for your continued support. We'll be doing this as long as we can do it until the King's voice is out of here. And like I said, new content, new video coming your way on a weekly basis. You guys know the drill by now. podcast episode on Saturday. And of course, 24 hours later, I'll clip out, a couple of clips that I think are worthy so you guys can watch standalone by themselves from the podcast itself the following day on Sunday. So either way, keep an eye out for our topic. Stay off the King's throne. Like, share, and subscribe. Be the hell good. And I'll see you where? Right here on YouTube Land. Enjoy your weekend and your Saturday morning, guys. Take it easy. See you soon.